Good morning. Welcome to. We had another minute, man.
I don't know all that buffoonery you and Jermaine be doing back here.
I am so used to the apostle.
I'm straight producing today. I'm just Keith, you ready? You ready? Okay, boom, bam, let's go.
It's 9:03, man. It's still 9:02.
They won't miss you till you gone, Jermaine. They won't miss you till you gone.
Apostle, you about to get your A. I know you listening. Good morning, Clark Kent. Hey, man. I'm with the people. Good morning, Debo.
Good morning, brother Keith. How are you, Iship?
I'm Iship is doing all right. DJ, what's happening?
It's always a treat when players meet.
Can you dig it?
Right on.
Okay. This has nothing to do with anything, but I was watching it yesterday and I'm kind of.
Yeah, you're on the wrong mic. That's what it is. Can you switch mics for me, please?
Who? Oh, DJ?
You. Take that mic.
I'm not coming through?
You are, but it's in the center because the last host had to switch mics. So there we go. It's not that hard to do. Just do as I ask of you, please, sir. There's a logic to my now
no complications on
now
Friday.
when I put this on, then that's you. See, go right ahead and I can turn that one off. Now you can continue on. Go right ahead, sir.
Community voice with Keith Parris and co-host DJ the Protege on a Free Flow Friday. Wow, what's happening?
Good morning.
Okay, there's been some speculation to the sexuality of Rudy Ray Moore, right? Later in life, people found out that he was gay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Come on now. I know you ain't just now heard that.
But what I was watching
The signifying monkey was gay?
Yeah. I was watching Disco Godfather.
Mm-hmm. Now who's that?
Rudy Ray Moore. It's an awful movie, right? But it was so
everything he made was awful.
Yeah, it was so awful. It was good. But he ended up in that movie. If you look at him, you're going like, that dude's gay. He had this little choker on.
In this day and time, back then, did you say it then?
You know what? I wasn't a real big fan of Rudy Ray Moore back in the day. I know a lot of people like this Blue Albums, Signifying Monkey, and
yeah.
No, it wasn't until the movie came out with Eddie Murphy that Eddie Murphy did a biopic on him, and actually it was very good. It was very good, and I was looking at him going like, dude. It was a different time, and
so when are you speaking to his attire and the way he dressed, his wardrobe?
Yeah, sounded the whole thing. And there's a scene in the movie where he's uncomfortable with these naked women. And he was trying to figure out how to maneuver that and manifest itself. But I think later in life, people found out. Because, in the 70s, you couldn't live your truth. I mean, it's tough living your truth now. But can you imagine how difficult it would have been in the 70s, being out and but it's some awful, like some of the choreography, man, is just like what in the movie Wesley Snipes plays D'Urville Martin. He directed it, and dude, he says, is there any way we can make this dude look like he's kicking somebody? Because his little fake karate, man, was fake, man. It was, like a lot of people would bring in actual karate people to Corey. He didn't. He just figured he'd just get out there and do it. Dude just gave up on it. Wesley Snipes is actually very good in that role, where he kind of like, dude, I need the money. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why I'm messing with this dude. I need the money. So anyway,
that was after his tax evasion thing.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about Wesley Snipes was playing D'Urville Martin.
Remember,
and why Martin ended up directing
in the Eddie Murphy movie. Wesley was in that movie.
He played.
Who needed the money?
D'Urville Martin,
the person who Wesley Snipes
was playing.
Oh,
and that's why he put up with what he put up with. Because he's a classically
Wesley
trained.
Went to jail, right?
Oh yeah, for tax. Yeah,
that's what I was saying. So I thought you were saying he needed the money.
Shouldn't nobody go to jail for tax?
Then last night I was picking up some food as I was sitting there waiting. Elizabeth Banks is doing this. She's doing this game show.
Who's that?
She's an actress. But I became a big Elizabeth Banks fan after Cocaine Bear. Have you seen Cocaine Bear, Clark?
Yeah.
And the people at the restaurant, it's like a cult classic. This movie is so wow. It is.
I mean, I learned from you that it's based off a true story.
It
right?
is. It's based on a true story. Now they embellished it,
Right.
in the what it was a guy was transporting all this cocaine on a plane, jumps off the plane, throws the cocaine out over this national forest in Tennessee. A bear happens upon it.
Mhm.
She starts eating it, and then in real life she died from cocaine intoxication.
Mhm.
But in the movie, they had her as a cocaine fiend.
Mhm.
So she the bear was killing for the cocaine. Man, it's like so I really post on Facebook, but I really did do a random post on Facebook last night about, this is a classic, man. It's one of those movies where the kill scenes are good. I mean, it is. And, when you look at Elizabeth Banks, she's such a serious actress, but for her to do Cocaine Bear, she went up 4 notches in my book. Let me do a cleanup on aisle 6. It was John Stossel. John Stossel was the ABC reporter who got slapped by the wrestler. The wrestler was Dr. D. I never heard of that dude, but dude came up and he was talking about Stossel, how fake wrestling was, and he slapped him. He said, "Is that fake?" I mean, knocked dude down. Is that fake? So that's my
Baron
cleanup.
von Raschke and the Crusher and those guys would have conducted themselves in the way that these guys do. You don't remember none of those guys, do you?
I don't not remember. I don't know.
I think that they stayed in character.
They right out of South Milwaukee, weren't the Crusher
Crusher
was
was from
Crusher
South
from South Milwaukee. Yeah.
And I think George Kadasky was from Milwaukee, scrap iron. And
Clark, you remember any of these guys?
Yeah, from all of them.
Jose Pabon was from Milwaukee.
Now, where was Baron von Raschke from?
He wasn't German.
Wasn't he? He wasn't?
No, that was a character.
Oh, jeez, I
That was
thought he
a
for sure. He was a big old dude.
Yeah. The Claw.
Yep.
The Claw. All right, I'm not gonna get too deep into wrestling, but one of my favorite wrestlers was Nick Foley. Nick Foley was Mankind.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, Mankind. My favorite was Dude Love.
What about Andre?
Andre the Giant?
Yeah. What was his nationality?
He was French.
Was he really?
Yes, he was from France.
Big French guy.
Yeah, he had it's called gigantism. It's something with your hormones and it over secretes, and that's how he got so big. But they could talk about his consumption, man, where he could drink like 5 bottles of wine.
Wow.
I mean, he was such a big.
He probably passed away early.
He did his heart. It just your body.
Yeah. Most of them giants be passing away very early.
Oh, Green Giant. He ain't dead.
Who?
The Green Giant. Oh.
I gotta explain who that is.
Green Giant.
How old is he?
50, 60.
Maybe 70.
When we were as a kid, wasn't it Green?
Yeah.
It's not that many 7-footers that
DJ,
go past 7. I mean
DJ.
60.
DJ. Green Giant. You never heard that?
Mm-mm.
Well, no, you have tall people, but this was
He
was
what? No,
he
I
wasn't.
ain't never heard that.
He wasn't just tall.
I heard
Andre
ho
the
ho
Giant
ho Merry Christmas.
was
And you really sitting there like, "Wow, what's wrong with these cats?
Right. I'm out of the loop.
Yippee-ki-yay.
I'm out of the loop.
How can you bet? You watch TV?
Yeah.
You ever watch advertisements?
No, I don't know what you said.
Commercials.
Oh, commercials, yeah.
Advertisements. That's another word for it.
No, it's not. It's advertisements, man.
You don't want to go there.
You're gonna lose this one. You're gonna lose this one.
No, I ain't.
This is what I do.
Devin, you don't want to
Watch your mouth.
Davon.
Keith Parrish.
Yours is divine.
Somebody was
Right?
just talking to me about gyros and heroes, and I said, "Yeah, well, Devin ain't Devin."
Watch your mouth, man.
You,
You're gonna have some
you-
furniture moving up
My
in here.
godson, when he was at this Lutheran school, his name is Jimmy. That's his
Mhm.
government name. The principal called him Jim. He said, "Hey, Jim." And Frankie go nuts. He's like, "My name ain't Jim." He go, "Hey, Jim. Boy, people can shorten your name.
Hey man,
What up?
you eat green beans?
He back on the Green Giant, man.
Yeah.
You eat green beans? You do? You never had Green Giant green beans?
Maybe.
Oh, this dude is just lost.
Lost and turned
that
down.
Is that the dude that's green on one of the
Yeah.
cans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't seem like no giant to me.
Why? Because he's on the can.
Yeah, he looked like a regular dude.
That college education wasn't wasted. Let me tell you.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You got every dollar's worth of your college
That's why you get
education.
no passes given. We
No
paid for
passes
these.
given.
I mean,
All right.
I'm not supposed to be paying attention.
You should have been
to
here yesterday
guy
because
on the
yesterday we
thing.
had old people rant
Mhm.
and rave yesterday. You would have fit right in. Oh my God, man. We went a whole hour. I'm gonna call the mayor and say you need to come in and face your constituents
About the potholes.
about the potholes.
Now, I will say, and Jermaine,
Especially on Locust, man.
Clark, they can attest to this.
Man.
We had remember that big dip we had right out here in front of the station?
Mhm.
I got on the app that morning on the city Milwaukee pothole. They got an app. I put it in, and within an hour and a half, they were out here filling that hole. I took a picture of it and I sent it in on the app, and they came and fixed it.
That's good.
So I think
So it works.
it works. I mean, we saw it work. Now, I don't know if it was because, the address, they knew it was in front of the radio station or what. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but
As long as
worked.
it got done.
Right.
As long as it got done. And that's
So I'm
good.
saying that to say, don't be afraid to pull over, get out, go take a picture of it, and tell them exactly where it's at. And because the other part of it, and we talked about this, Keith, and I don't know if you did, but I know Michelle did, is if nobody reports it and then you come along and tear up your car, you can't get paid
Mhm.
unless somebody had already reported it,
That's
and
the-
then they didn't.
That's the Marvin Pratt ordinance.
Yeah, because that's now they're liable because they have been
Wow,
notified.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Marvin, he was out, he hit a pothole. He go to the city and complain. They said no. So then I think he did an ordinance where if you report it and then somebody hits it, you get a claim.
I see. That's the thing. You helping out everybody, not
Mhm.
just yourself. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
And that's how it's supposed to be. I like
Right.
that.
Is your mic on, man? Or are you talking?
1, 2.
Okay.
I seen this.
You say you seen the pothole. What that
I
happened?
seen the pothole today. I seen the pothole today on the speed hump.
That's crazy.
It's serious.
They need to remove some. of these
Right out
speed humps,
was
man.
telling me when he hit the pothole. So of course, I'm a journalist. I have to ask the question. So how fast you were going?
Absolutely.
Oh, he be speed.
He was speeding.
He is speed. Demon.
You won't see it. You won't see it. You won't see the signs that says speed bump. If you're
Right.
doing a certain speed, you gonna feel that speed bump, but you're not gonna see it, man. It's like when the state trooper pulled me over and he said, "Did you see me?" I said, "I was driving too fast. No, I didn't see you."
You just admitted it. Huh?
Yeah, yeah, man. It was. I was trying to get to Madison, and dude was just like, "Okay."
That's like what you did was like what happened on Lion King with one of them hyenas. They was like, "Oh, I didn't know this was Mufasa's son. That's
Yeah.
Mufasa's son." Then they was like, "Ed, did you know?" He said,
Let me
"Yeah, I
shout
knew-
out.
I
Let me
knew."
shout out the good folks at the New Pitch Mortuary. They're going a different direction, but
Yeah,
they're
I was about
still
to
out.
say, where they at?
Yeah, they're right there.
They better not
right
slow
there.
up over there, huh? Oh,
No, he kind of
he
in the middle.
Oh,
he
he right
kind of
there.
the middle. Yeah,
that big Mike over there.
yeah. I think that's Deacon Mike.
Hey, Debo.
Yeah.
George said he
I
did
saw
the same
Pastor-
thing too.
George did. He used the app.
Yep. He said they came right out.
Yeah. So I mean, there is a method to their madness.
Yeah, and I
out there.
think it was people prefer to curse the darkness than light a candle. I mean, it's like we can complain about it, and people want to complain about it, but then you ask, so what you gonna do about it?
Right.
And then it's a totally different conversation. So
That's always been my biggest point. It's like, all right, we could complain for forever and a day, but now what we gonna come up with?
Ever in a day,
What we gonna come up with?
ever in a day. That's a pretty good line, man.
You know where that came from, DJ? You know what?
Heat wave.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh boy,
player,
I'm impressed.
player.
Oh yeah, I know my music.
You know, little heat wave.
soul music. Black folks. The other stuff, like when y'all get in the country and all that other stuff, I don't know nothing.
So who are you secretly listening to? Who are you secretly listening to
Nobody.
when you pull the blinds? And who?
Elton John.
Elton John.
I mean, I know an Elton John song just because Lion King.
What about Olivia Newton-John?
I don't know who that is.
She was pretty good.
I mean, I give white people with soul credit, like Bobby Caldwell we talked about a couple weeks ago. I mean, I listen to My Flame.
What about Michael McDonald?
Yeah, Michael. I mean, I just know the one that he got with Patti LaBelle,
On My Own.
and then the one that made him big. I can't
Minute by
keep
minute.
forgetting. Keep
Oh yeah,
forgetting.
but keep forgetting. But Minute by Minute is a bad piece too, though.
Okay, I gotta listen to that.
Was Minute by Minute when he was still with the Doobie Brothers, or that's?
I think
I
that's
think
still
he was
Doobie
the Doobie
Brothers.
Brothers,
Yeah.
I know about Hall and Oates.
Yeah, smile.
Tina Marie.
Yeah.
Tina Marie was black.
Definitely black.
Tina Marie.
Definitely black. I mean, Adele, she got some
Adele is-
soul to her.
She got
You
some.
know.
Oh, Celine Dion.
Now,
Oh, my God.
Minnie Riperton, was she mixed or was she just
No, her
black?
daughter was. She's married to a Jewish guy.
Mhm.
Her daughter is Maya Rudolph that you see on Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was black. She's married to a Jewish guy.
When I was a kid, Justin Timberlake was big, so like we listened to Justin Timberlake, and Justin
What
Timberlake was
group did he?
big
What
when
did
I was
he
a
come
kid.
out of? What group? He was
NSYNC.
In sync.
Hey, Q.
They was big.
Y'all check this guy out called Jake Carter. White guy. He real good, man. He got a lot of soul in him.
Oh, what about what's his name? John B.
Yeah,
John B.
Yeah.
Alan Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
Right, that's
Thicke,
his
yeah.
dad, Alan Thicke.
Mhm. Yeah, Robin Thicke.
Robin
when
was
he
good
first started.
until he stole a song, and it was obvious he stole the song. That's when.
Uh-huh.
But I mean,
Everybody
his first couple albums was really good.
Yeah,
His
no,
first,
he's good. He's good.
and
That
then
what happened to Rob
he shocked
Bass.
everybody that. Well, he didn't shock everybody, but he shocked people from my generation when we found out he was white.
Taylor Dane.
What'd you say
I don't
about
know who
Rob
that
Bass?
is.
That what happened to Rob Bass.
What happened to Rob Bass?
He had stole that made song Joe and Payne, and they
When he
sued him.
would, Was he in NSYNC or New Kids on the Block?
No, he had just that one.
No. But what group did he come out of? Rob Bass came out of.
I don't know.
I think it's either NSYNC or New Kids on the
Who's
Block.
Rob Bass? We talking about
Not
Rob Bass.
Rob Bass.
Who's
Not
Rob Bass? Is
Bass.
that white guy?
Rob Bass. I'm the new
It
kid.
takes two to
just
make
coming up.
things all right.
It takes two to make it outside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Batesville Caskets. Oh man, it's been my day today, boy.
It's early,
Yeah,
man.
New Pitts
Yeah.
Better go
Mortuary
play
and
some
Batesville
numbers.
Caskets.
You better go play some numbers.
Yeah, what did my dream book say about numbers? Y'all play numbers?
I don't.
Clark, your numbers?
No,
Lottery?
I might play when they get up there.
Sometimes my moms do
Anybody like
scratch offs and stuff.
I always do this. I always tell my kids to make up some numbers. I tell everybody make their numbers up. And if it's like $1 million or $4 billion, whatever, I just mix the number up and just have it like a roll of numbers and see whatever I catch.
See, my mom is a wizard with remembering any numbers of significance. It could be your birthday, it could be the day you graduated. Any numbers of significance, she'll remember. And then, like I said, she don't play it often, but like it always comes up on the news. So like if a number comes up, she'll be like, "Oh, that's such and such birthday. Oh, that's the day you graduated." You know, "Oh, that's the day I graduated." You know, she a wizard with that. And George, no, I did not see Michael. but I will
It was a good movie.
either today or tomorrow. I will.
Please don't tell none of it because I plan on
No.
going.
Yeah,
DJ,
I was supposed
Debo,
to. I
it's
was
a good
supposed to.
movie. Trust me. It's
I
a
was
good
supposed
movie.
to last weekend, but things changed, and so
Just don't go to the movie theater.
All right. You know,
To the
this is
pizza
one of
joint.
my pet peeves. I should have did Hater Nation. This is one of my pet peeves. So my guy goes in, he says, All I Am by Heat Wave is my jam. I hate true fans go in giving you the most obscure record on an album.
Filler.
I don't know why that make you go and look at it. Like it's some of them Bobby Caldwell songs that I was talking about.
And
That people don't know about.
And I'm being such a hypocrite because I can give you the most obscure Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Mhm.
They go like, dude, you know, but yeah, man, on that album, remember that
I mean,
song?
you actually listen to the album
And
and,
you go
you
like-
played it multiple times. You ain't just play it one time through. No, you played it multiple times.
Well, you know, fans are fans, man. But
Mhm.
you know, they be like, remember that one? Like, no, what was that on side C? No, I don't.
I remember a time you
New Pitts Mortuary. There you go. Hey,
They
hey,
back
hey.
again?
They just drove by. He went that way. One guy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
Went
was.
that way. I ain't getting in their business, but
you know, it's always songs that like well, not y'all couldn't do this back in y'all day, but when I was younger, I would always skip some songs. You know, you download so many songs and then you can trade files from other people on your iPod back in the day.
I
So
did
you would
that.
just have a lot of songs. And so sometimes it's just this song that will come on, you'll always skip until one day you decide to just let everything ride and you realize, dang, this song cold.
You've been skipping that song
Yeah,
so many times.
yeah, and then you realize
Yeah.
that one song for me was I Just Called to Say I Love You by Stevie.
I can't believe you skipped
I used to skip that.
You got to listen to the
I
old
used to-
Stevie and figure out which one you really like. Not what they playing, but what you like.
I
But Songs in the Key of Life is an album that you can sit down and listen to from
The
beginning
whole-
to end.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Hotter
great
Than July
songs.
too.
Yeah, but not like this
Song
is
King of
song
Life.
Key of
That
Life.
Songs
is
in
two
the Key of
album
Life was a
set.
double album set.
Double album set.
Mhm.
Me and
Yeah,
Rhonda went to see him in Chicago when he did the Songs of Key of Life. He did every song from that album.
Wow,
Then-
that was a long concert.
Yeah, and then he did other hits. So we got our money's worth when
We
we
do
went to
like in
see him.
medley forms. Some of them
Mhm.
you had to do it in that way because they couldn't
Mhm.
give you the whole tune.
And then we went to see him. Actually, kind of fell. It was like Rhonda's birthday. He was here for doing the 2024 during the election cycle,
Mhm.
and he did a show down in and what was the tickets like $10 or $15, something like that.
Mhm.
I tell
That's
the
what they did.
I told the story. The usher was walking us to what we thought were our seats,
Mm.
and I saw who's my guy. Used to be over at SDC. I don't know why I'm pulling a blank this morning. So him and his wife were sitting there, and we big dog. We going up. So we sit down. Usher come back. You in the wrong seats. Ralph Holman. Ralph Holman. So we had to come back. Ralph looking at us. So you thought you was
yeah.
thought you was
That's
major
pretty-
baller, right?
pretty embarrassing, you know.
Right.
You had to go way up in the balcony.
No. We were like maybe 5 rows back from where we were, but we was walking in like we major ballers.
But he was sitting closer to Ralph Holman. So.
Right. I get and waved at Ralph like, yeah. No, we down front.
Yeah.
Not for long. You have to see somebody though. I love it. I've seen it a couple of times. You know, when Michelle comes into a concert. Michelle walk in like she a big baller. Oh
That's
man,
it.
she walked through. I'm
Got a
going.
big old brim on.
Yeah,
She
she
come
walked
in
through. I
like,
go like,
okay,
oh.
y'all can go ahead and get started now. I'm here.
We was up in the balcony. Is that Michelle down there? Thank God. Okay. Anyway, 414-444-5250, 414-444-5250.
See that, Debo?
Huh?
I see what you just did.
Yes, you know what that means.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
What you want me to do? Air traffic control today?
What do you call those guys who guide in the plane once it landed? That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I call it air traffic control. I don't know what
Air
it is.
traffic control is up at the tower.
I
these
know, but
dudes
they
on
all
the
work
ground.
together because he got the
Mhm.
Phone lines open, y'all. It's a free flow Friday. Joined in studio by DJ the Protege, Clark Kent,
Yes.
Mr. Debo himself. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Community Voice. Again, the phone line is open. Thank you, Craig. The person is called an airport marshal.
Mm.
Marshal. No, I thought he was doing luggage, wasn't he? He was doing that?
He was out there on the tarmac.
He was on the tarmac?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to get struck inside.
You can.
I know you can.
So people have got struck by lightning inside.
Yeah, there's a way it could happen. Yeah.
No, I didn't ask if it could happen. I'm asking if it did happen.
Do we have to look it up?
444-5250 is the number.
If you ever been hit by lightning inside, can you give us a call?
Right.
The last dude I heard that got hit by lightning, he called 911 and ended up dying at the hospital.
Dang.
Yeah, gas station out in West Dallas or someplace.
I thought it was
Dude
Waukesha.
Yeah, someplace dude got hit by
It
lightning.
was a quick trip. He wasn't even from here.
He called to say what?
He got hit by lightning.
What you mean? He called to say, "Hey, help me."
Help me, got hit by
What you
lightning.
mean?
But then died at the hospital.
They probably took too long. Remember that day? The wind, the rain, everything.
That was that day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was unfortunate. She was from Pennsylvania.
I guess if you could grab a hold of something that's, if the house gets struck and you're not grounded.
All right, pulled up. Is it possible to get struck by lightning in the shower? Yep. Lightning can travel through your home, plumbing, wiring to find the easiest path to the ground.
Yeah, because it's not grounded. If you're
Yeah,
not grounded, you're going to
if
get it.
lightning hits, the electric current can move rapidly through metal pipes and water itself. Two good conductors.
Okay.
Well, I won't be taking any showers during a thunderstorm.
You ain't supposed to.
Your big mama said you need to sit down.
Sit down somewhere.
God
Shut off
doing,
all them
God
lights.
doing.
And turn the lights off. Yeah. As soon as you feel that first little rumble,
I
Turn
hated
the
it
lights
when
off.
it would do that and it was hot in the summertime.
Yep.
And we ain't had no air. So you got that one big fan and she turned that off.
mm-hmm.
Turn that fan off. Shut down while the Lord doing his work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they were. And when I was in Tennessee, they had the hurricane lanterns.
What's that look like?
That's the what do you call it? Kerosene. But they call it
those,
hurricane
okay,
lantern.
with the wick in it that you turn up and down.
Yeah, and you put it on, so we be sitting there in the dark, watching the Lord do her work.
See there you go.
What?
Her.
It
He said it.
It
know
don't
what-
matter.
Watching,
don't
the Lord,
matter.
watching the Lord do her work.
Work her do
And
her
he had a little emphasis on her.
It don't matter.
Yes, aircraft marshaller. That is the term.
Hmm.
Craig, how would you even know that?
He's a man of
What
many.
else is he? What
many
else has
things.
Craig got to do these days, man? He's doing nothing.
The
around
boy, talk about trivia, man.
here. What's his day that he's supposed to be coming in here?
First Friday.
First Fridays.
Hmm.
And hopefully he don't get fired on his day off. Caller, welcome to the program.
Fired from where, man?
Good morning. You're on there.
Nobody there.
Well, you gonna bring it up? I know.
Yeah, go on, man.
Oh well,
You the co-host.
you usually lead. All right. So obviously on Fridays I'm a little late, but I did want to talk about just share a little something about the Kevin Hart roast. And me personally, I'm too sensitive to do any one of them roasts because you talk about my mama is on. You know what I mean, mama? It's just gonna be on, and that'll really be some action packed TV.
Even if it's Regina Hall.
But she got more cool to
She
not
talked
do
about
that.
his mama though.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I
but she
mean-
didn't talk about his mama. She spoke as if she was his mama.
Yeah, but then when she started talking about what his mama was doing in
Yeah,
heaven,
that was
right?
crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was
And
crazy.
because she's Regina Hall, I guess she could get away with it. With that little squeaky voice of hers that she could. Yeah.
that was crazy. But
Michael Clark Duncan.
I don't really see the comedic genius in talking about someone's husband who committed suicide. I don't see the comedic genius in that. And they always say, nothing's off limits.
Right.
And we would be hypocrites, many of us are, if we were to not acknowledge, plenty comedians joked about and spoke about OJ, whether he did it or not, and the knife or whatever the
And
case.
then you had the Goldman family
Mhm.
and her family.
Yeah, and so we obviously we know that some of those situations, I didn't particularly like the George Floyd, but like I wouldn't have also brought up Charlie Kirk neither. Like I was just me, but obviously being a comedian, they touch everything. But one of the things that just I didn't like how they kept talking about Cheryl Underwood's husband, and then just like her complexion and how,
Yeah, the
and how
complexion
dark
jokes was
and how dark she was
and Draymond
or
Green,
is.
about his complexion
and-
too.
And like coming from who it came from, it is always I'm losing my train of thought, but like I just wonder who is really writing these jokes.
Some white dudes.
Right. But who though? Because we don't know these writers.
Now the first dude who started is one of Kevin Hart's writers, right?
No. Oh no, the black dude.
Yeah.
The black dude, Naeem. Yeah.
He's one of his writers.
He did good.
Yeah.
I liked him. And his wasn't disrespectful or nothing, and it was still funny to me.
That's the one that was talking about Draymond, right?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
I still feel like you can be funny and not touch those areas. You can still even be controversial and not
but
go.
it's a really thin line.
It's a thin line between love and hate.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a thin line, and that's where I'm saying that again. And man, dude wore me out on Facebook when they did the
Yeah.
clip of me talking about I have a problem with white people telling black people complexion jokes, because I got a problem with black people telling black people complexion jokes. But he told me, "Who cares what I think?" That's true. And then
Call
he
it.
told me to shut the F up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
On here?
Man, let
Facebook.
Parris show you.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Even like I said, I can't do a roast because I'm too sensitive. But like I get frustrated if somebody going in on one of my peers too hard. Like, all right, bro, you got your couple, like
A couple shots.
yeah, now move on. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't appreciate that when they come at Keith.
Oh,
Call
Keith can handle it. I mean, that goes with the territory.
Caller, thank you for your patience. You're on there.
Until the dude called me
What's
Jiffy.
up, my brothers? How y'all doing?
All
What's
right,
happening,
yourself.
man? That was a bridge too far when he called me Jiffy. All right, what's happening, man?
Hey, y'all remember back in the day, all them mama jokes, boy? You had to rib because they be messing with your mama, man.
Yeah,
Hey, but you know, I like.
there was a lot of
music where you
fights
can
too,
play-
though.
Yeah.
Man, I like music where you can play the whole CD, like Michael Jackson, Prince, and Earth, Wind, and Fire, where you can just play the whole CD,
Mm-hmm.
and that's some cool music. Hey, but yeah, man, them mama jokes. Ooh, gosh, we had to go in, man.
This
You had
dude,
to
Daryl
learn
Morrow,
stuff.
talked about my mama so bad, I went home to see if it was true. This dude talked about my mama. And my mama, what you looking at? I'm just trying to see if what Daryl said was true, because he wore you out. I mean, it was just like, oh, man. But you know what's crazy, though? When what they say about your mama is true,
Then you really
My
gotta
mother-
fight.
My mother was kind of single, and man, we didn't even want nobody to even come by and visit her. We just come hang out, mama. All right, y'all, brother.
All right,
Y'all be at the door saying,
Oh no, hey Clark. No, they go, how come y'all got different daddies? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hey,
I was cool. Don't talk about my daddy who I don't know.
see,
You know
every-
what?
like all of the ribbon, like we called it ribbon. Y'all probably called it something else.
Gunning, cutting
All,
on.
see, all of the ribbon we did, it was really about us.
Yeah.
We didn't. I guess as times went on, I guess we all just got too sensitive or whatever. But we really wasn't on people mamas like that. I mean, the only thing you would say about somebody mama is that she was fine. Like that's the only, and that's not even that's not something bad. But you know,
Not
you
the
be like,
kids
no,
I
man,
don't
your
know.
mama fine. She looking good. But
Your mom-
other than that, like people wasn't ribbing nobody mamas when I was
Hey
was coming
man,
up.
Man, when you was coming up,
Yeah, when I was coming
when
up.
I in Metropolitan in our choir, that's all we did was talk about each other's mamas. I mean, we talk about each other's mamas. Any little
Y'all
thing.
had fights in the church, didn't y'all?
Oh, there was one or two.
Yeah, right. That's my point, man.
No, but it wasn't because he's talking about somebody's mama. I mean, we just knew that, you know, we call people's mothers by their first name, you know.
I never did that.
Yeah, so and I'm gonna say this about your mom and your aunt. They were very quiet, so nobody really messed with them.
right?
But there were some others, and they wore my mama out, dude. They wore, you know what? When I was at Parkman, because that was just what people did at Parkman, right? I wasn't very good at it. I wasn't very good at it at all. I mean, I'm like DJ. I'm just sensitive, right? And so in the choir, we had she's gone home to glory. The sister named Sandra Wilkes. She could talk about your mama so bad, dude. I mean, just talk about your mama. So I got by the time I got to Dominican, my sophomore year, I'm not gonna call her name because she listens to the program. She used to wear me out. So that summer, Clark, all I did was practice. All I did was practice. I was ready. When I was a junior, I was king of the cut, dude. Because they had been wearing me out, man. I mean, it'd be like, okay, I could do this. And to the point that even after I graduated from Dominican, I go back to shut down the new Kings of Cut. Carla, welcome to the program.
Good morning, you're on air.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Please excuse me for not getting in yesterday. It was y'all's fault. You were talking about rappers. Y'all left out JJ. Jesse Jackson.
Who?
Jesse Jackson.
Oh, Jesse Jackson, yeah.
Y'all have a good one.
All right. Yeah.
It was called the dozen back in our day.
Playing the dozen. And you know what? That's historically what you know, there's a history of that for black folks playing the dozens. I mean, but it's everywhere. You go, that's what people did, man. I mean, when I was in our dorm rooms, that's all we just sit up here and talk about each other.
It was still some things that you were off limits though. I mean, because when you crossed that line, it was fights.
Well, especially if your parents had a handicap problem, you really you were off the limits of that. You know, you better
what about your crippled mama?
That's a fight.
We got to fight.
Oh man,
We got to fight.
We just stay away from the mama. Unless she fine, and that's the only thing you say. Oh man, your mama look good. If it's nothing about that, you got to move around.
Somebody was talking about one of the dudes in the choir. Said, "What about your mama wearing those two little dresses?"
Tripping.
You're going like, ooh, yeah. Like I said, that was back to the roast. That was those complexion jokes. Because I told you I just don't do it, right? And then they sit up here rolling over. Now look, Draymond Green, I'm sure done got into more than one fight because of his complexion. It's obvious he been fighting.
Yeah,
I don't know what Jordan Poole said to him.
I mean, but even like it's just me personally, but I guess it's because I'm sensitive. But like I wouldn't like even like just because you joke about something don't mean, even if you joke about something about yourself,
right,
don't mean like I would also joke about that. Like because the Pete guy, his dad passed away on 9/11.
Yep.
You know, he would always bring that up because I've seen him a few times. Yeah,
it was his joke.
but that's still like so people would like try to get at
and
that.
My understanding was Cheryl
Underwood
Underwood kind of understood that this was going to happen.
Well, she's a comedian,
right? And we don't know what their relationship was. That that whatever, but that was clever. I guess. Now isn't that funny? I could laugh at her husband committing suicide, but I ain't laughing when they talk about turn off the lights. And but no, that line though about Draymond Green's name was good. So that was just the laziest. Just put a D in front of Raymond. I hadn't even thought about it. I'm going like, hey, that is what that is. You know,
It was two different names. It was two different names.
It's like dude say, "Oh, your mama could make up a nine." I don't know. It might be Dre and it might be Raymond, so I put them together.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Ooh.
He didn't know. And you know,
isn't that how that's how Tracy Morgan got his name at First Sunday, wasn't it? Lee John?
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't know who the daddy was, so it was either Lee or John.
Yeah.
So she called him Lee John.
That's a terrible movie, by the way. That movie is so bad.
Cat Williams directed the choir. Cat Williams directed that
funny.
choir, man.
You know what else? When you look back at it, I would say it wasn't appreciated at its time. For a kid at that time, it was funny to me, but you just think like, man, that was a bad movie. Head of State.
Oh, yeah.
With Chris Rock.
Chris Rock
and Bernie Mac.
It was a bad movie.
Robert Gibbons though was funny.
Yeah, she just kept popping up.
Yeah, when he threw the punch, she said, "I wish you would." I wish you would. If you know the story behind Robert Gibbons, then it makes sense, right? Because Robert Gibbons first tried to get with Michael Jordan, and then when she didn't get with Michael Jordan, she got with Mike Tyson.
Next best thing, huh?
I don't know if that was the next best thing.
I mean, who was bigger than Mike Tyson? Probably Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson.
Isn't that something? The three Mikes.
Mike Tyson was he was up there, especially as far as entertainers and athletes. I mean, she couldn't. Maybe you could probably say Mike Tyson was bigger than Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy was a superstar.
Yeah,
back then.
But Eddie Murphy's still a superstar.
I'm saying just at that time though, the three Mikes and then Eddie.
Three Mikes and Eddie.
I mean, Prince was a big deal.
That's like a movie.
Durrell, and Durrell. Remember Durrell and Durrell.
Three Mikes and the Eddie.
Three Mikes and the Eddie. Tony.
Yeah.
And none of those dudes' name is Tony. None of those dudes' name. None of them. Tony.
We could move on from the roast, but I was just
I want to stay on it. No, I'm kidding.
I was just thinking like, and then who certain jokes was coming from. You know what I mean? And right. I just feel like, Black people, we mince our tongue a lot.
But I think we also have pretty thick skin. I mean,
that's obvious. You know what I mean?
You deal with it. Again, it's First Amendment. You're absolutely correct. There's a scripture in the Bible says that everything that's lawful is not expedient. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. But they're going for jokes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I don't know which was more cringeworthy, the Tom Brady roast or the Kevin Hart roast. Because
I didn't see the Tom Brady.
Yeah, and one of the things Kevin Hart did, his kids were off limits.
Mm-hmm.
So, where Tom Brady, he didn't think about that. But here's the other thing, though. I was wondering what his wife was feeling, and maybe Kevin Hart.
Brady? Oh, yeah.
Kevin Hart, because they were telling stories. But here's the deal. I think she can handle that. Kevin Hart wasn't the first dude she was with.
No.
And
like, obviously I'm not a comedian, so it's gonna hit me different because I'm not within that entertainment world.
And there were some comedians who actually came out. Michael Shea came out. What's his name? Lorel came out.
Tony Baker.
Tony Baker, who I've never heard of. So I mean, I think that there were some people who, is it somebody was saying this drink is called the JFK, 3 shots to the head.
Dang.
Wow.
I missed that one.
I ain't see that one.
No, it wasn't part of the roast.
Oh,
That's
I
a
was
joke
about to.
I heard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was kind of going like, is it still too soon? I mean, is it?
But it wasn't really 3 shots though.
I know.
Hey, DJ.
Well, oh, he's not here.
What?
Right, I was not here.
I saw the tape.
Conspiracy guy.
Yeah, because
I saw the video, but I'm, what's up, Clark?
But did you think that Cheryl Underwood shut them down when she got up?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh
She
yeah.
shut them down.
She was funny, and I like. I mean, they wasn't gonna say that, but
They
she was
should've
like,
went
They
after-
wanted
they was
to.
like, if you say anything close to that, you won't see.
Make it out of Inglewood.
Yeah, that
They
was.
should have
funny.
talked about her in that 1975 Afro wig she had on. You want to talk?
Oh, that was a wig.
Yeah,
I thought that was her real hair.
No, I don't think that's her real hair. Okay.
It could have been.
All right. Looked like a wig to me. That was like when they were talking about Maxine Waters
I'm a dude.
on Fox. He said she had that James Brown wig on.
See, I'm a dude. I could never tell
She got out that wig. Clark.
wigs or tracks, extensions. I could never tell until the woman actually says like, oh no, this is a wig or these are tracks. I'm a dude. I don't be
When
paying
she don't
attention
let
to
you
that.
touch her hair, that might be an indicator. All right, you listen to Community Voice.
I always had that privilege.
This nigga. You listen to Community Voice. The aircraft marshaller is telling us it's time to take a break.
We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back. And now it's time for the Protege's perspective.
There's been much talk and frustration let out about the United States Supreme Court Justice decision over the Voting Rights Act. Their decision to strike down one of the pivotal sections within the Act of 1965 has caused me to really question, where do we go from here? Truthfully, the thought of never voting again crossed my mind. Not out of defeat, but out of spite. Just like many others who are part of the diaspora, I too have significant gripes when it comes to the voting process. Do our votes really count? Real change came through brute force, not a ballot. The challenges we face goes much deeper than just a single vote. The list goes on and on when it comes to the frustration with the current voting system. I know the importance of voting. My mother was a steward of the workers' union, and I attended many meetings after school. I understand the importance of making sure there's organization, a concrete plan of action, and to sacrifice. The premature or unmature thinking of not voting conjured up spiteful thoughts like, just imagine if we stopped voting and the very people who thought they were winning came to the realization that ultimately they were losing. We are more than conquerors. There's not one epidemic or pandemic that we haven't overcame. What if we shift our focus and watch how our own actions put them to shame? Ultimately, we must continue to fight. I'm still unsure if it's the good fight, but certainly it is a fight nonetheless. After I shook those feelings of not voting anymore, I thought about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Individually, he faced systemic racism as well. He was so dominant that while he was in college, the NCAA developed a rule to ban dunking. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Instead of quitting, he worked harder, got better, and developed the most single, unguardable shot still to this day, the sky hook. They thought that they were ending his career, but little did they know they enhanced it. The Supreme Court's decision to eerily strike down this portion of the act is similar to the one made by the NCAA. Their decision ultimately should be embraced. We always had to think outside the box. So now we just have to do it even more. We already had to work twice as hard. So now we just have to work twice as hard even more. And like I said earlier, we are more than conquerors. So now we just have to conquer even more.
Appreciate you, man. 414-444-5250, 414-444-5250. Did your mom ever whip up mashed potatoes from scratch instead of using the box kind?
Yeah. She just did that. Actually, I just
we never had box mashed potatoes.
I mean, we had box, but yeah, my mom cooked. She had to. She had two boys.
Let's see. If you're in Christ, you're safe. You may be in the storm, but you're in the ark. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't dunk in high school.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
That would go well in the roast right there. Not controversial. Won't hurt no feelings.
Yeah, I think it must have been maybe my freshman year in college that they allowed the dunk. I think high school took a couple of years after that. The argument they used to make about the dunk was if you broke the rim, they didn't have anything to replace it with. And then after Daryl Dawkins, sorry,
he stayed breaking the rim.
that's when they got the breakaway rims. That's why if you watch it,
But then Shaq started to break some rims too.
he broke the whole backboard.
Yeah.
Dude brought down the whole backboard. But that's where you see those breakaway rims now, where they come down, where the other ones used to come out. Now they drop. So you can watch a movie supposed to be done in the 60s and you see a breakaway rim, like, dude, that wasn't in the 60s. It's like when I was watching the Aretha Franklin biopic, and it was the Detroit riots, 67. And they were out with plastic garbage bags picking up litter. We didn't have plastic garbage bags that big in the 60s.
Maybe you couldn't, y'all couldn't afford them. Maybe they was out there, but y'all just didn't have them because you couldn't afford them.
Yeah, it was the can. That steel can. And anybody remember those
So wasn't no garbage bags
garbage bags was your like paper bags
from the grocery store.
Yep.
I
Look,
don't know what you asking these questions for, like you not around their age.
Well, I mean, it
They
could have
probably
been,
just
it
maybe
could have been,
5 years
So
older
what I'm
than
saying,
you.
I wasn't saying it was an age thing. I'm thinking more of economic.
well,
You
yeah.
still remember Michael Jackson? Remember the time?
Because it seemed like I had them when I was coming up. I just thought maybe they,
You're a little younger.
I ain't
Yeah,
that much
we had-
younger than
we
you,
had-
kid.
Yeah, right, that's what I just said. Maybe
I
5
remember
years.
the metal cans with the lids. You put the
Oh
lid
yeah,
on
and
there.
then we had the ash boxes
I mean, I
because a
saw
lot of people
those.
had furnaces
I
that were
remember-
coal
I
burning
remember
forward,
that.
so you had to take the ashes out. So those big
Concrete.
cinder block.
Yeah, we
things
had
in your
one in the back
backyard.
of our house as
Yep.
well.
I never remember the city ever coming cleaning them out.
Me either. We never used them. We had garbage cans.
Now those little tubs. We would cut the bottoms out to make basketball hoops.
Of course.
Yeah.
My uncle, he had a
Yeah.
little farm
Oh,
up
well,
north.
we did crates.
He had the fruit baskets, the baskets.
Mhm.
You take them and you put them up there. They ain't gonna last but
That was the
couple
original
games.
basketball.
The
hoop.
peach, wasn't it? Peach
Mhm.
basket.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, the Bepo.
right.
Look
Who
at
was
how
that?
far.
Now, there was a
Speaking
guy
of
here-
hoe,
There was a guy here Saturday, man. He said that he just recently bought him one of those things that your mother had hanging in the shower and you didn't know what it was for.
Oh, the water bottle.
Yeah.
Hot water bottle.
Yeah. You remember those, DJ?
no,
Huh?
a hot water bottle.
Yeah. Well, what it was supposed to do, you put the hot water in, and then you would just like you would do a heating pad. But women also use them for douches.
What? What's that?
That's when they cleanse themselves.
Man, y'all did some stuff. Boy.
Well, because
But,
you came
I mean,
along,
that
you
was-
came
that's what
along
y'all
where
had to do.
they encourage women not to douche.
Mm.
Because there was supposed to be this natural kind of bacteria stuff that's in the womb,
Mm.
and so they got away from. So I know there's still douches out there, but
It was just funny to me that the dude said because see, I didn't never know what it was, so I used to fill it up with water.
Mhm.
And
then
when I'm
squirt
back,
out the-
no, I lay on it while I'm in the tub.
Well, that's what it was for.
I can't picture what y'all talking about. That's crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, well, when we
Y'all didn't
found-
have hot water?
no, it's
This
like
dude said we didn't.
But y'all, I got explain to me the point in even doing that.
no.
Talk to him like he in third grade.
Yeah.
It was like a heating pad.
Okay.
Okay, but you put hot water in it, and then you would, like Debo said, you lay on it and you put it on. But then women would also use it for vaginal cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
They do their little vinegar water
Little
thing.
vinegar water,
and-
yep.
Mm.
But after a while, gynecologists were saying, well, maybe women shouldn't douche as much because you want that natural thing to happen.
Yeah.
Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, you on there.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
But speaking of poor, these gas prices gonna make us
everybody
all
in the
go poor, man. This is when I was a kid. I remember the world acted a fool. The whole nation acted a fool over $2. Imagine 20-some years later. We
Now,
would love $2.
You know, they have been this high just recently. During COVID, they got a little high. But
We would love $2 right now.
oh, I love $3 right now.
And I'm burning premium.
Yeah. I mean, if you got, and I couldn't.
You think they ever gonna get back low?
Oh, yeah, eventually.
It
But
better. We can't, because realistically, people were saying, "Oh, it's gonna get back down," and it ain't been back down to it ain't been back down there for a long. And like I said, I remember somebody was telling me, "Yeah, you used to just go to the gas." This is what he said. He said, "I used to just go to the gas station, put 5 or 10. 5 if I want a half tank, 10." He said, "I never paid attention to them numbers. I didn't know what them was for until gas became $2.30." And then I'm like, "Oh, that's what they was for." I said, "So you never knew what that stuff was?" He's like, "No, you didn't pay attention to that."
well, I think coming out of the 80s, we had more fuel efficient cars, right? And if you had actually a manual, it's more fuel efficient. But now with the computers and the fuel injection, cars are very, like they shut down.
Mhm.
I mean, you got all these little things to conserve fuel. But I had a Volkswagen. I could fill it up and I could go 2 weeks. And, that's how good it was on gas. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning, you on there?
Shalom, my brothers.
What's happening, brother?
Hey, I got a bone to pick with somebody in the studio. How do a brother get fired from a job where he ain't there?
Ask Craig.
Hey,
Oh, your name is Craig.
that's who it is.
Hey, well, you should know that already.
Yo, Craig, how you do that? How you get
Stealing
fired on your
boxes.
day off, Craig?
Stealing boxes,
I
man.
love the perspective. So tell me, how you get fired on your day off when you ain't even working?
I don't know.
Hey.
Is there any
That
good
ain't
time
no
to get
job.
fired?
What
They
job? What job?
That's
Wait,
because they
back
don't
up,
want you
back up.
back
What
in
job
on
are
the
we talking
premises, so
about?
they fire you while you ain't there. They got
caught
get
you
out.
on camera stealing boxes. You know what them people told you.
Did they ever say what Craig got fired for?
Yeah, stealing boxes.
Really?
Yeah, but in the beginning of the movie, Ezel was actually the one running with some boxes.
Easy.
Because at the end of the movie, he got his job back.
Y'all talking about on Fridays?
Right.
Okay.
And this is Friday.
We
And your name is Craig.
You want to finish it?
Well, who's Ezel? Is that him over there running the cameras?
Yeah,
Maybe.
you brother.
You gonna do build a clubhouse?
You know what? There's some help for y'all here.
No, build a fort. Build a fort. Remember, people used to take boxes to build forts. My brother could build forts. My brother was so good at building forts, man. I mean, Gary was really good at building forts. My forts, man, would be overrun. Gary was good. Well, Gary was an artist. Gary could draw.
How you doing, Craig?
I'm well, man. I'm well. The perspective was excellent,
Thank you.
and I would have loved to have been there today with you brothers. I see y'all didn't do too much in your production meeting.
We did. I actually, this is the most stuff I sent him in a long time.
And I didn't veto any of it.
Oh,
Not
so
really veto, though, right?
but I'm in the process. I'm in the process of fighting the county courthouse right now because they have violated my rights, just as the state has done previously. So I'm on another journey through this corrupt system, and it is consuming. And I hope to get my documents filed this week. So hopefully we can correct these errors that have been, I don't even call them errors no more. These were done deliberately by judges. One of them was Hannah Dugan, as a matter of fact. And so we're still on the what did you say, DJ? We had to do twice as much.
Work twice as hard.
So, yes. And so a brother doing twice as much and working twice as hard, in all honesty, there's no reason why a citizen, a civilian, should have to be pursuing justice in a system that claims to have justice, whether it's on the criminal side or the civil side. I had to go through this with my son's case for 13 years, and I've been fighting a medical malpractice case for the last 9 years because I got judges on the Milwaukee County Circuit Court that are perpetrating fraud, and then they cover up for one another from the top to the bottom, and even the appeals court. There's 9 different judges involved in it, and all of them are aware of what's going on, and they continue to try to cover up for one another. So, this is the system that we live in. It's sad. It's really sad when you think about what they purport to be, and when you're in the midst of it, it's all fraud.
Mm-hmm.
I put it like that. So hopefully I'll get a chance to share some more. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now is, as they say, fighting the fight that I have to fight, and doing twice as much and working twice as hard. So I'll be listening, brothers.
All right.
It's good to hear your voice.
Y'all be well, man. Peace.
Yes, sir.
right.
You too.
Yeah, someone, just for the listeners, someone did send in a hot water bottle and show. So we
Yeah, so they showed me.
They just didn't show the.
So what y'all put that on the shower head, or what did y'all put that on?
No, you put it wherever there was soreness.
No, I'm talking about like how y'all fill it up. Y'all
With water, just put it under the faucet.
But y'all said y'all hung it up.
It was hung up when it wasn't in use.
Oh, okay.
It was like if you had an old man and he had a razor, it'd be the razor strap.
Right.
That'd be
Yeah,
hanging
no, I
up.
get it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, see, I'm more visual. You just saying stuff to me. I gotta see it.
all right. NBA. Got 2 games tonight.
Yep. San Antonio, right?
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio again.
Aren't they up 3-2? 3-1? Yeah.
Who is San Antonio going up again?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, right? And then it is Cleveland against Detroit.
Against Detroit.
Hey, do y'all think what's his name? Wimby becoming the Dennis Rodman?
No.
No.
He better than Dennis Rodman.
But I was watching some of those clips especially when Rodman was in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
He had a nice game. Yeah, very.
Rodman.
I mean,
was a
but
basketball player.
his scoring was, because he did because when he was
he scored in college.
Yeah, he was a scorer.
Well, you find out most players scored in college, though.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about the NBA. You have to find your role. If Keith is scoring 20, 25 points, DJ can't come in thinking he gonna score, especially if Keith was already there first. DJ gonna have to figure out how to get some rebounds.
That to Adrian Dantley when he got to Detroit.
Who
Adrian Dantley.
Set up players. It's a role, because that's I tell people all the time. Success is so fragile. Because you need everybody on one accord in order for anything to be successful. But all it takes is one mishap, one missed assignment, one negative attitude, and now it's all over.
All right. You're listening to Community Voice. When we get back, we'll do some predictions for tonight's game. Talk about we got Preakness is this weekend, right? I think Preakness.
I don't care about that.
Derby was 2 weeks ago. I think it's Preakness this weekend. You don't care about the horses? You don't play the ponies?
Hell no.
He had to look to say it like that.
Damn.
You listening to
That's a
Community
face.
Voice? Sorry, man. Didn't mean to. Scrunched your face all up, man. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Phone lines open 414-444-5250, 414-444-5250. Boy, I tell you, I know Rideout's not here, man, but that Duncan Robinson injury, boy, what's Detroit going to do?
I didn't even know he was injured, especially how he played that last game or the game before he only had 5 points.
I'm thinking there's a good chance that Detroit could lose to Cleveland, lose the series.
Like you say, I am a hater. And it's only a couple teams that I hate. I hate the Cavaliers now because they got that guy with the beard. I despise him.
He's been playing very well, though.
No, he has not.
Okay.
I despise him.
You hate him that much.
No, I'll be honest. No, he played well at the end of game 3. He didn't have a good game 3.
What does it matter, DJ?
And then at the end.
Okay, all right.
But come on, man. Don't get sidetracked. And then 2, yeah. And then the last game was solid, but he still has 6 turnovers, man. That's a lot of turnovers, dude.
But him and Cade Cunningham are gonna have a lot of turnovers. Hold on, let me finish before you shake your head. Because the ball is in their hands.
Yeah, that's the excuse.
No, but that's what happens.
Always
but anybody that you sit up and you see where if they have the ball in their hand 80% of the time, chances are there's going to be a higher likelihood.
Jason Kidd had the ball in his hands that many times.
But he passed.
And you wasn't hearing about Jason Kidd having more turnovers than field goals made.
Okay. That's a bad game.
And that's an atrocious game. Mind you,
Allen
James
Iverson
Harden
would have a lot of turnovers, but he had the ball in his hand.
Damn, I said his name. But the dude with the beard, he got so many games of that it's like close to 40 to 45. That's a lot of playoff games like that, man.
Okay. The fact that he's in the playoff games, though.
Yeah, what does he have to Karl Malone? The most playoff games without a NBA championship. He might pass Karl Malone.
Maybe. So and then I don't really have an issue with the Knicks. It's just I can't stand
all about them.
I can't stand New Yorkers. Like they just so obnoxious.
Did you see how many of those fans though that was in Philly?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's not crazy.
That is crazy.
That's not crazy. That's like it's been some games where the Cubs fans have out
and it used to be back
the Brewers.
When the Bulls were good, you'd have more Bulls fans at a Bucks game.
So that's like the same thing.
But that's a 2.5 hour drive.
That's nothing to them.
I guess. They were louder than the Philly fans, and that's saying something.
Because just coming from the Midwest, Philly and New Yorkers really, they more fair weather fans. Now they'll go for their team, but like a lot of times they'll start rooting for the other team. And that'd be crazy to me. Like we Bucks fans, we Packer, like as a Packer fan, we would never just be rooting for the other team.
Oh, there's one team we never root for. I don't care what. I didn't root for him in the Super Bowl. The Bears.
Yeah.
I didn't root for him in '85 when he was in the Super Bowl. Come on, the Bears.
We would rather not make the if we had the choice, not make the playoffs, or if the Bears win, then we make the playoffs. We would rather not make the playoffs.
Yeah, beat the Bears.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't do
and
that.
The way that we lost to the Bears last year, that's just no.
But you know why I'm over that though? Because it was in reverse. Because remember, the Brewers just beat the Cubs.
Right.
And so they got their get back with them beating us. And so that's my way of rationalizing. It's still unacceptable. Like unacceptable.
Now let me say something for
this,
all you
this year's
folks
gonna be exciting.
Sit up and say you go up to Chicago. We don't go up to Chicago. You go down to Chicago.
Right. Come on, man. Get it
Go
right.
up to Chicago.
Yeah.
You go down. All right. You're listening to Community Voice. We're up on the break.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He said 35.
Yeah.
It's 34.
I'm still putting it together.
Giannis onto the Cupo.
We got
got 5.
We got 5.
Mm-hmm.
We got 5. I mean,
Don't
I,
get-
with you, man.
I miss Deacon Dickerson, man. I
Yeah.
miss,
What happened to him?
He passed.
Oh,
He was old.
well, he
Yeah.
ain't went nowhere because you talk about him every week.
I sure do, man. Hey, that's African.
Mhm.
So as long as you speak their name,
Yeah,
they
but
live.
but that's true. Only our flesh pass away. Our spirit, you know, if it's like I always talk about, you know, Uncle Johnny, he do the signature snap. You know, his legacy gonna live on through that signature snap, whether we hear or not. And it's people that don't even know him that do that. That's still his, that's his legacy. So, you know, just because he's not there physically around them or whatever, your legacy still passed on. So you don't really die.
You're listening to Community Voice. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
He just insists.
All right, welcome back to Community Voice. We have a few minutes left. This kind of blew by.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about.
I mean, we ain't talk about the aliens.
No, we're not going to.
Why not?
Man,
So you did veto something then.
no, I didn't veto. Look at that, man. That's nice.
You would have liked that. You would have liked that car.
The only problem with that car is front wheel drive.
For real.
Yeah, you know, a lot of cars in the past, they were just front wheel. I don't even know how you get a car now without all wheel drive.
Me neither. Like I said, I can't. It got to be an SUV for me. I can't be in no car.
Summertime, but
It's just too
summertime, yes.
low.
Summertime, I like the feel of a car. Wintertime, I gotta have a 4-wheel drive, bigger vehicle.
Man, being low, cause my the place that I work at, we have company vehicles, but they're all cars, unless it's a minivan. Me, I don't care. Like minivans, I didn't know, but man, out of nowhere, you could get just a crazy pickup, like an unexpected, like whoa.
So you're advocating for minivans now?
No, what I'm saying is that we have a fleet of
For the
vehicles.
soccer moms?
We have a fleet of vehicles, and then I drive them all. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a preference. But the cars,
Where'd this come from? What are you doing?
just listen. The cars
That's Jermaine.
are just so
You're
low.
doing the Jermaine, now
Man.
you're playing with Oregon. Just listen. The minivans is
What key you in? Man?
Now, Linda
B
always
flat.
talk about me about like talking with my hands, but like that's just what I do. But the cars were so low, like it like messed up my psyche, my equilibrium.
Yeah, I think once you get to ride, you used to riding high.
Yeah,
riding high.
I was like, whoa.
Riding high.
Car to a truck.
That's Fazo,
But
man.
my first three cars was a car, you know. So I was like, man, how could I feel so different? But my last two have been SUVs.
You kind of put me in the mind of Tyrone W, man.
For real.
Yeah.
Why?
I'll tell you off air.
And he gonna say that there while we
all the way around the world to get to nowhere.
Oh, for real? No, we was talking about the cars and stuff. Because he was talking about the front wheel drive.
Yeah.
You know,
What was that
the
you saw,
SUVs
Keith,
is
that
all-wheel
went
drive.
by the window? What was that, a Deuce, or what was that?
Looked like Bonneville.
Huh. I missed it when you said, look at that, but that was that lime green one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen it when it got about long in there.
Well, don't they have to convert those cars? Like put catalytic converters in them? Because
My mom would always educate me when I was younger. She'd be like, see that newer car? And then there'd be a car like that. She'll point at the older car. That car would tear that car up right there.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what? Why? She was like, you see that metal? See, back in the day, they made cars to last. Like now, all this plastic don't get tore up.
I think there was a period where General Motors, in particular, there was something called design obsolescence, and the car would last about as long as your financing, so about 5 years. And then all of a sudden, everything in the car just kind of fall apart. The Japanese, they didn't subscribe to that. They just built a quality product, period. But yeah, man, you could go in and all of a sudden you going like, damn, this is falling off and that's falling off.
I'm 33 years old. I remember my mama having 3 cars. She had a Ford Tempo, a Plymouth Neon, and then the car that she got now is a Elantra, a Hyundai Elantra. She got that.
Now, out of the 3 you named, the last one is probably the most decent car. Those other 2 I wouldn't have never owned.
Yeah. Well, it was newer. She got that probably about 10 years ago.
You know, I'm just saying they
10 years, maybe.
Those other 2 you named were known to have problems.
Actually, she got that.
That Neon was a terrible car.
She got that in 2013, I want to believe.
You remember the Neon,
Elantra?
Clark?
No.
Wow, this dude don't know nothing.
I had this little blue Volkswagen, and my friend at work called it remote. Said it looked like a toy car. She said, "Here come remote."
Wow. Yeah, my first car was a Ford Pinto.
That's the treasurer. Spencer Cox.
Spencer, let's get him in here.
My first car was
Didn't you say you was gonna get him in, Keith?
No, Michelle said.
Michelle said that.
Oh, okay.
See, I be listening during
My
the
first car was a Fiat.
I remember you telling the story of that one.
Yeah, fix it again, Tony.
Fix it again, Tony.
Fix it again, Tony.
That's the one they stole your rims off of there, right?
And the tire.
Mine was a 73
Ooh.
Chevy.
Man,
That
I
was
know
your
your
first
heart
car?
sank when you saw that.
4-door.
A 73 Chevy what?
Impala. 4-door.
You got an
Uh,
Impala.
That's a big boy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Big Dog used to drive an Impala?
Them used to be some nice cars.
You know what's crazy, man? I think back to, and you were talking about this on one of the clips. I heard it on one of the clips from Be Healthy Be You. You were talking about the push button starts now, and,
Yeah.
and to think back, they had those, went away from them, and now they're going back to them again.
Corvair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the push buttons? Well, no, that's right. You're only 33. You missed a lot, man.
No, I came right on time because I'm born in the era where I could remember the past times
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and this
And
time
we
right
weren't.
here. I mean, y'all came through a whole lot. You know what I'm
Why'd you
saying?
put that hole on there, man? What do you mean a whole lot and drag
No, I
it
mean
out?
y'all remember segregation, Jim Crow. Y'all remember a whole lot.
Nigga, we still living in Jim Crow and segregation. Where you been?
No, I'm talking about colors only fountains, water
You
fountains.
don't have to put the sign up to
I
have
ain't
the
never
same
seen no
effect.
colored on. I didn't have to.
I
live
never
through
saw
that.
it either. I didn't see that.
Y'all heard firsthand stories from y'all parents.
Mm-hmm.
So you got it secondhand.
And
So
you
what?
and you
What's the
and
difference?
you went to Tennessee before. I don't know what you talking about. He went to the South. You always talk about Mississippi.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what y'all talking about.
You gotta call her, man.
Yeah, I don't know what they
I was
talking
born
about
up
right
here.
now.
It was so much gooder by the time I got down there.
Gooder.
Welcome to the program.
You to the panel.
Good
Hey,
morning.
what's happening?
Good morning.
Hey, I heard you mention Impala. I want you all to Google Chevrolet Impala, Robert Trailer, Tim Thomas. They stole one together back in '99 while they were playing for the Bucks.
That's atrocious. They stole one.
They stole it. Google it. All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah. Tim Thomas was such a waste of heightened talent. He liked to party more than he liked to
He
play.
sure did.
Yeah.
You see him out all the time.
He
That's what I heard.
All
He
the
used to
time.
come up there on 30th and Locust and ball with them cats over there, man.
Yeah,
Next to the fire
man.
station.
And I've been here, dude. Yeah, I was hanging out with Tim Thomas. Dude, if he hanging out with you, there's a problem. You know, I mean, that you know. But yeah, I think Tim was a great
Yeah,
talent.
he
man.
was. He was.
Yeah.
He was like I always say. A lot of the players back then who were just average, like air quotes, because they wasn't average, but like
Mhm.
just average. They will be superstars now.
Where-
Tim Thomas, Al, like all of those stretch fours. You know, they would be stretch fours now, but they was small forwards.
Would you imagine Allen
I'm
Houston
telling
playing
you,
now?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
and
man.
Allen Houston was an all-star
Yeah.
then.
Oh.
He would definitely be a top 5 player now. Top 10 stamped with it.
Yeah, the game was more suited for him now in terms of that.
Like look at Al Harrington. Al Harrington was like an average guy,
I got some.
but he if he played in today's time, he would be a max player.
Wouldn't he be like he would be like the 4th best center ever to play at Georgetown with Ewing?
No.
Morning
No. I'm talking
and-
about the shooter.
Oh, played with Indiana.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because there was a Harrington that played.
Right. I know you talking about.
Yeah, and I was just sitting up
I
there
think you
thinking,
talking about Othello Harrington.
You're right. So it was Patrick Ewing. Who came?
Alonzo Mourning,
Alonzo Mourning,
Dikembe
Othello,
Mutombo.
and then Othello Harrington.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you who used to hang out with us all the time. He was a running back for Wisconsin Badgers. He got caught up with
Oh yeah,
Ron Dane?
no, not
Mhm.
Ron Dane.
not Dane, the one
Dude
before.
he was from what, Racine?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
used to hang with us. He used to come down to he used to hang with my guy. He used to come DJ. He used to come hang out where we DJ at all the time. Every
Yeah.
weekend he was up here. God, I can't think his name right
So speaking of,
He wasn't
kinda-
really your friend then.
What about
now. No, you might as well say because he was
what
with us
about
every
Brandon Clark?
weekend. But he,
What about
Who's
that?
that?
the Brandon Clark situation?
Man, that's unfortunate. He's so young. They say probably drugs was
Well, you know,
in play.
he had caught the drug case in Arkansas.
Right. And I found that out from your other nephew, Joe. I found
Joe
that
know
out from him. No, we don't.
All right, folks.
You know what he called me,
Should
right?
for another additional.
For what?
Because he wanted to get in on the conversation.
Yeah, I just be having to just stop responding to him.
He's the
Well, both him and Lamar really. Lamar's kind of limited because he's military,
Mm-hmm.
but Joseph, both of them, they have real good insight. I'm proud that they're my nephews. Proud of Chris and Brandon are my nephews.
Man,
too.
me too.
all right.
Before you go,
Is that never mind. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I just have to give an extraordinary shout out to my mom,
Yes.
Edith Ann Jones, Edith P. Jones. She don't have a middle name, but my uncle would always be funny and just throw in a middle name just to be an irritating little brother. But her birthday is Sunday, so happy birthday, mama!
How does she turn?
I love you.
Happy birthday
70.
to you.
She's turning 70, and yeah, I'm gonna say her age because
Yeah,
it's a blessing.
That's
It's a blessing.
How old
to
she
get-
is?
She gonna be 70. It's gonna,
70?
yeah, and women gotta stop that. You know,
Tell her, DJ.
after a certain point, you know, embrace your age. You know what I'm saying? Because if you tell us your age and we say, oh, really, you're gonna be like, oh, why you say that? And we say, well, I thought you was older. Then you're gonna be offended. You know, so just embrace your age. You know, to stop all that lying or covering up what your age.
I'd be
is.
39.
Yeah, knowing you 79. Stop it. Stop it.
See that?
That's my
You gotta
mother.
be careful how you
All
say
right.
that though, DJ. You know?
No, man.
Ella Smith, she worked at me at 1290, and I come up to her on her birthday one day. I said, Ella, you look really good. It's your birthday. Oh, you look good for a lady your age.
See, and you see how he falls with that.
And the room got quiet and says, you know what, Debo? You get really good effed up compliments. She was doing good. Why couldn't you just leave it alone?
But
So sometimes you gotta know when to quit.
the thing is, when they do tell you their age, and you be like, man, you look good, because it is a blessing, no
Mhm.
matter how old you are, to be that age. Because
Mhm.
we see it every day in the news. Somebody passed away,
Yeah.
and they didn't make whatever age that you at right now.
So I
So
always tell folks, DJ, yeah, May 6th, I turned 60 years old. Man, you don't look 60. I said, well, you know what? Whether I look it or not, it wouldn't make a difference to me. The point is, there's so many that started on this journey with me same day
mhm,
that are not here today. So I'm
Right.
yet blessed. And that's the way I approach it, you know?
mhm.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, mom. Love you.
Happy birthday.
And Sunday, Zion Hill Missionary Baptist Church will be celebrating our 67th church anniversary.
67.
67. They put me down as guest, but I'm the morning speaker. I'm the anniversary speaker.
Don't you belong there? I mean, were you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave and then come in so I
that's
can
what
feel
you
like a guest.
have an entrance.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
or
They could raise a little offering for you.
no, they had a church meeting and I'm no longer a member there, and so now I'm a guest.
and
I'm
you
just
didn't
waiting
get
on
the
the
memo.
letter. I didn't get the letter, right?
They left him out of that.
You know how that bell is running around here, man. You know.
It is a Baptist church, and they do have meetings.
Oh, whew. Do they ever? We the meetingers, folks. God, we will call a meeting in a New York minute. Let me do it because I got 1 minute. Do one. We just celebrated 40 years last year of the Inspirational Choir at Metropolitan, and one of the founders, Linda Fanny, the late Linda Fanny, she was literally near death. We didn't really realize that. Now people know me. I am when I focus, I'm a perfectionist.
Mhm.
Let's get this done. We need to focus on. We need to focus. Linda coming in and Linda was just, she wasn't there, but she's dying.
Mhm.
The Baptist in me. We need to call a meeting to deal with this.
Mhm.
And then, because there's times that actually the Holy Spirit does speak. So Keith, think about this. This woman is dying.
Mhm.
And she's trying to get here for this. And it just blew me away. I was just like, so when I eulogized her,
That was one of your best eulogies.
Yeah.
Probably your best one.
yeah, I'm thinking when I eulogized her, just get me to the church.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking we healthy.
Shouting John.
Yeah, shout John. There you go. Get so anyway.
All right, y'all. The good Lord willing, Creek. Oh, I'm sorry, DJ. Thank you, Clark. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Debo,
Yeah,
thank you. Apostle, I know you in service right now. Good Lord willing, Creek Don't Rise. Hope to talk to everybody on Monday. And y'all have a safe and wonderful weekend and go from this place in peace.